What's going on, everyone? Happy Sunday. That's how we're going to start this. Nothing else happened this week. All positive vibes, at least to start off this Sunday. Thanks for getting up with us. Football Sunday, NFL Sunday, live in Baltimore. Because we're live in Baltimore, there is a game in about 2.5 hours, which some were saying this is the make or break game for the Baltimore Ravens when they take on the Chicago Bears at 1 p.m. Eastern time here at the bank. We'll get you ready for that. We'll talk about what's kind of happened so far. We will end the show with our call-ins from our channel members, our Rips Better kids. And that's how we're going to do it today. And we got no boots on the ground today, so we got Zach Bollinger in studio because we're changing up the vibes.
Yeah.
We got to change it up because clearly that wasn't working.
Yeah, actually, I think the last Sunday that I was in studio was our only win. So that's how we're going to try to get the vibes back today. Switching it up. You know, we'll get a win today, get a win in Miami, then we'll be back to boots on the ground. Oh, simple as that.
So I can't even think ahead to Miami. I got to think about right now. And also then behind the scenes, he's in here. He's always here. Mr. Brad. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning. Yeah, it's look, I want to be positive. I don't know how I can be.
Just football in Baltimore.
It's been an odd
to be a fan of Baltimore sports in the entirety of 2025 has been quite depressing. I thought, hey, you know what? At least we got our Ravens, and then hey, you know what? At least we got the Bears coming up, and Lamar will be back, and then
spent all baseball season saying at least we have the Ravens, and now spend all Ravens season waiting for spring training. You know?
That's exactly right.
Baltimore sports, baby.
You know, hey, but the Terps. No,
nope.
Actually, no, not the Terps.
You know, and honestly, if we're going to go down the list, the Commanders were looking good, and then they don't have their quarterback playing. I mean, it's football in this area has had high hopes, and right now each team is going through it.
Yeah.
Baltimore fans, you thought that you had a championship caliber team or a playoff team.
Not thought, did.
With the O's and didn't. And then for the Ravens, who would have thought going into week 8, people were discussing or thinking about that a Super Bowl favorite could have their season coming to a halt. And it's not officially anything over, but this is a game they got to have. They have to have this game at home, playing the Bears. But the point being,
it is over.
Week 8, we're having this discussion. Week 8.
If they don't win this game, the season's over. It's done. Yeah. You're not coming back from that.
Yeah. If you lose this game, you pretty much have to go undefeated.
Yeah. Which that's not happening.
No, the NFL's too hard. But here's the positive thing. Let's go positive here. That's what I like to do here. Little snaps for that. You like that, Zach?
Well, I like it if we get a win. That's where we're at. Unfortunately,
that is where we're at. But this is also where we're at with this situation. Baltimore will have Tyler Huntley at quarterback. They are 4-12, I believe, without Lamar as the starting quarterback since he has taken over. They get to 5-12 in that part. And depending on what happens the rest of the day today, I believe the Bengals should beat the Jets because Joe Flacco is back.
Yep.
And Joe Flacco, if the Ravens don't win the division and go to the Super Bowl, Joe Flacco and the Bengals might. They might, that might just be that. Joe Burrow doesn't come back, Joe Flacco and the Bengals will go to the Super Bowl. But say the Bengals should take care of business with the Jets. Then we look to Sunday night. The Packers and the Steelers face off. It's a tough game. If the Packers were to win that game and Baltimore can find a way past the Bears, the Ravens would be sitting 2 games out of the division with 5 divisional games left, including the big ones against the division-leading Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals right in front of them. So the opportunities are there. And if for the Ravens schedule, we don't look too far ahead, but you beat the Bears, who are undefeated, then you're going to get the Dolphins, who, as we've known, have had a lot of problems.
Bears are not undefeated.
Sorry. Defeated. Sorry, the defeated. I don't know why I said undefeated.
I don't either. I was like, what are we going with this?
Sorry, team with a winning record.
Okay.
That's what they're. See, this is shirts and pants.
Yeah.
Got me all rattled. I've got myself rattled because I'm trying to keep the energy up here. You beat a Bears team with a winning record. Then you face two teams that have a combined winning percentage of, I don't have it on the top of my notebook, but if I check the math, the Dolphins and the Jets have combined for one win this year.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have the Bengals here on Thanksgiving. So you have a tremendous opportunity, and sandwiched in there is a Vikings team that's trying to find an identity. That Carson Wentz has been banged up. They got blown out by the Chargers. Is J.J. McCarthy going to play? So the point being, those next three games, the Ravens could get on a little bit of a run, but it doesn't matter at all if you don't win the game today.
Correct.
At all. And the Bears, got to give the Bears the little credit here. I know we're not going to say around with any of the quarterback play. Brad, I don't want to get you going this early. Maybe we'll wait till 11. But the Bears under Ben Johnson have found ways to win the game. They're running the football better. Their defense is forcing turnovers. That's really been the big reason why this team and Chicago has strung together wins. And for the Bears, they, at this point, still have nothing to lose going into this game. Baltimore, the pressure's on. I don't think there's been more pressure on a 1-5 team than what the Ravens are dealing with right now. It is solely all pressure on Baltimore. Chicago, hey, it's a great story so far. You're playing with confidence, but yet you're still not favored in this game. Even with the Lamar Jackson injury, the Ravens are still favored, Zach, by 2.5.
Yeah, 1.5, 2.5, depending on where you look. It is a bold assumption. That's for sure, because we've seen how this team has looked without Lamar Jackson at times this season. But yeah, the Ravens are currently, they have that home field advantage boost. Not sure how much of a home field advantage today will be, though, with, the excitement level around the team. But hopefully people show up. Hopefully people get loud, because the team needs it. I mean, this is a all hands on deck situation. The Ravens, this is a must win against a Bears team that is playing good football. Yes. Has it always been the prettiest? No, but they've found ways to win. That's the biggest thing. It's the thing that the Ravens weren't able to do in a lot of games this year, is even when it's close, even when the opportunity is there, couldn't capitalize. So the biggest thing for me is just find a way. Give it to Derrick Henry a bajillion times. Work it to the tight ends. Just make it simple.
Don't turn the ball over.
The biggest thing, take care of the football, and just please, I'm begging for the defense to find a turnover. Like, just give us one. Make a play. Special teams. Wester, it would be a beautiful day for LeJontay Wester to find the end zone on a punt return. Like, it's giving those vibes of, like, we need, when we talk about, all three units, offense, defense, special teams, everyone's got to play a clean game, and we need big plays from all three phases of the game, because this can't be defense is holding the Rams to 17 points, but offense can't finish. It can't be, the offense is putting up a bunch of points, but defense can't get a stop. It can't be we're missing field goals, we're allowing kick returns of 50 yards. Got to be tight on all three phases of the game if you're going to win this ball game.
And that's the big part here. And we'll get into all of what's surrounding of how we've gotten to this position, at least for why the Ravens aren't going to have Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
But that is the reality. You want to go back to the game before the bye. Ravens defense played their best game of the season.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, you could say, the Cleveland Browns, they forced turnovers and scored touchdowns. Cleveland Browns have had issues offensively. The Rams have not. The Rams went to London, crossed the pond, after having a great day at Camden Yards, a great week of practice at Camden Yards, because, someone had to use the facilities in October. And Matthew Stafford down Puka Nacua still threw up 5 touchdown passes. The Rams are a Super Bowl contending team, and the Baltimore Ravens held that Rams unit to 17 points. And it could have been even less, Brad, had it not been for the turnovers. Cooper Rush had a pick early, but the defense, they forced the turnover right back. Zay Flowers' 2 fumbles were really daggers to the heart. And that led to a short field for one, and the Rams took advantage of that. The offense couldn't get anything going. You can't turn the ball over like that and expect to win.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to today. If you play clean, Brad, we talked about it the last couple of days. If the Ravens play a clean game, even with their offensive struggles, I think the game stays close.
Well, it's not even just the offensive struggles; it's the defensive struggles. Chicago, DeAndre Swift ran for 232 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Saints last week, and now he's going up against the worst-ranked rush defense in the league. That's scary stuff. So I'm trying to find reasons to be positive, and as you mentioned, the defense did their job versus the Rams, and that could be, maybe an indication of what we see today. But then you have the offensive side of the ball, where as you'd mentioned, 4-12, not good without Lamar Jackson. 6.5 points scored total this season without Lamar Jackson versus almost 40. So I don't know how or where they win, but Zach said something interesting. Like there's the Bears, for example, are finding ways to win, and their team isn't really all that good. They've actually won 4 games in a row, and that's with a quarterback that's only thrown for 1,300 yards, with a touchdown interception ratio of 9-3, and this reminds me of kind of like a Mike Tomlin Steelers team, in that like the players, the sum of the parts aren't good, but they figure out ways to win schematically. Ben Johnson's been doing an incredible job with the team that he has, and I feel like that's the same way that I view Mike Tomlin, and that is just incredible coaching. I can't imagine what either one of those coaches would do with a ridiculous squad, talent-wise, and so this is where the coaching staff of the Ravens really need to do something like that. Mm-hmm. I'm just not sure if we see it. I think I'm in that perspective right now. It's just like, I'll believe it when I see it, because I haven't seen it all season.
Yeah. And the one thing to point with the Bears, they lost that game against the Vikings where they were up big on Monday Night Football to start the season.
Yeah. J.J. McCarthy
had 2 or 3 touchdowns. They had the great fourth quarter, and the Vikings steal that game. They get smacked by the Lions at Detroit. But then like their signature win so far has been they beat the Cowboys by 17 at home. And I think the Cowboys are starting to put a couple pieces together, but they're not a good defense.
No.
And that was the most points that were put up. But the Bears, you have a blocked field goal against the Raiders that at the buzzer that preserves a win. A fumbled by Jaden Daniels in the rain in Washington, or Landover, Maryland, that secured a victory then, that the Bears went down, ran the football down the field, kicked the field goal, and won the game. And then they play the New Orleans Saints, but we're sitting at 1-6. So the talent, while, Brad, we might to be determined on what Caleb Williams will continue to develop in this offense. The reason why they've won some of these games truly has been their defense has made a play or two there that has shifted it. Like that's been it.
And that's exactly what it, because the defense, like the scoring defense of the Bears, is not good.
But
they're finding ways to turn the ball. Their turnover differential, I think, is +11 or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, that's it.
So we'll get to this later in the show, but the reason why I have Derrick Henry scoring the first touchdown in the game is because the Bears rush defense,
like fourth worst.
They're ranked 28th, allowing 142.7 yards per game. And by God, if you can't get Derrick Henry to feast on that, then this season is over, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to, like you said, Brad, it's running the football. The Bears are susceptible to the run, but also, like, they are going to go all in to stop the run, because the pass game, I mean, yes, Tyler Huntley is not the best passer in the world, no. But the Bears are out their top 3-4 corners that were coming into the season. So they are just obliterated with injuries in the back half of the defense. They have to take advantage of that. And it's got to be, the biggest thing is taking care of the football. Bears, like you said, they're number 1 in all of football with a +11 differential. They have 16 takeaways this season. If you look at the Ravens, they're -7. They have 3 takeaways, 10 turnovers. They have to hold on to the football. You cannot fumble. You cannot give the ball away. This is going to be a game that, unfortunately, because of how beat up both teams are, with how experienced I think the Chicago Bears are, I think this is a close game, and it comes down to who is going not to necessarily win it, who is going to give the game away, who is going to have that back-breaking fourth quarter interception, fumble, something like that. And unfortunately, if you look at the history so far this season, it would lead you to believe that it's going to be the Ravens who find a way to give the ball away, and it's going to be the Bears who find a way to get that big takeaway. And the Ravens cannot have that happen. They have to find a way to just the defense find a turnover, find 2 turnovers. Offense has to hold on to the football. If they can play clean, this is a winnable game. But if the Ravens go out there and they're giving the ball away 2 to 3 times, Rex Ryan actually just went on a huge rant on ESPN, and I'll paraphrase it pretty much, but he just said this morning that the Ravens couldn't win with Tyler Huntley when they could play defense, and now they're expecting him to win when they couldn't. They can't give the ball away 2 or 3 times and expect to win this ball game.
No.
You can't say, oh, the defense is going to get stops. Oh, if we give it away. Take points when you can get them and just find a way to play a clean ball game.
So, and here's the part about turnover margin. You know, Darius Jennings, former NFL wide receiver, also former Greyhound, Go Hound, Zach, as always here, right? Yeah. So, but Darius's famous line to me that I always heard is, ball security is job security. And for a team where jobs are going to be on the line if the Ravens lose games down the stretch here, especially probably be with coaching changes, maybe you could say with personnel, but a lot of things can change here, and the ball is life. I know that's a Ted Lasso and a soccer reference if you watch the show, but ball is life. You have to take care of it. I have guys right here on this list. The NFL team turnover margins per game. Best and worst. Where do you think the Chicago Bears rank in turnover margin?
First.
They're first in the NFL. They're plus 1.8 per game that they have an advantage over the other team. Hence why they're winning these games.
Yeah.
You know where the Baltimore Ravens sit?
I think they're dead last.
The only team that's worse than them is the team that hasn't won a game this year.
The Jets.
The New York Jets. The Jets are at minus 1.3. The Ravens are minus 1.2.
Yep. Not making me feel any better here.
Right in front of them, the Miami Dolphins. So the Ravens are sandwiched between the Dolphins and the Jets. Not a category you want to be here. And it's a big reason why when you look at teams so far, like, look, Philadelphia, the Eagles, they've had problems this year. No doubt. But yet they have a positive turnover ratio. They've won some close games. They got a winning record. The Pittsburgh Steelers are in the top 5. The Tampa Bay Bucks are in the top 8. It's either you have to take care of the football so well, or your offense has to be so damn good. And we know but right now, the Ravens, it's been both. They haven't done that. But you put it together today. It starts today. The season, really, it's a 1-game season from here on out for the Baltimore Ravens as they try to get back into this. But if you're new to the channel,
every game's a must win.
Every game's a must win. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. Ryan Ripken Show. We're live every Monday. Actually, it might be Monday through Friday moving forward. Stay tuned. We will talk about this more this next week. We're going to have our big shows in studio, but we have been getting feedback of trying to have a consistent timeline of live content because there's so much that we try to cover. We cover football during football season, but baseball is still our backbone, and we're trying to get that all together. So stay tuned for that. And who knows, maybe there will be some more managerial hires this upcoming week. But we also know that the World Series is going to come to an end, and then there's free agency. So we will get into that and a whole heck of a lot more. And I'm seeing Charm City Flock, Monday through Friday would be fire. Hey, we're trying to build that up here. And for all the support, especially our channel members, we appreciate you guys. You guys have helped make this go for us. If you want to support what we're doing, click that join button, Brad. It should be right next to the subscribe button.
Sure
right?
is.
It's that simple, and you can do it on your phone now. And so
on your iPhone, you could do it on your Android.
Okay.
Since the beginning of time.
I would love to know in the chat how many people have Androids compared to iPhones. I think that'd be an interesting poll sometime.
I mean, sure.
I'd just be curious.
It's still the inferior phone. I don't care who has it, who doesn't. But
see, that seems like you might not be wrong with that.
I'm not wrong. And I hear it from my iPhone users all the time. Oh, it's just too hard to make the switch. I know your phone's better. It's just a pain in the ass to make the switch. Well, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
The green dots, like the green text.
It's not green if you have it on. You know what? I can make it any color I want. I can make my text thread any fucking color I want. Don't get me started on this debate. It's a better phone.
We do have,
and mine's the foldable one. Your damn iPhone can't do that. You can't go from a cell phone to a tablet. You can't do it.
Well. Can your
my
phone,
camera's better?
We that opened up a can of worms in the chat there from people. iPhone,
I have a PC right here. Never let me down.
Joe, we got a lot of people there. You know what? I would say that was you felt that you were under fire with Android phones and you came to the defense of the Android products, which someone's got to come to the defense of the Baltimore Ravens. And it can't be us, guys. It's got to be the Baltimore Ravens. Talk about defense right here, Zach. Saw Joe make a comment about your Kyle Hamilton jersey, I believe.
As he's holding his iPhone.
Yeah, we need we need Kyle. We need anyone to make a turnover at this point. We need the defense to show up. We need Kyle Hamilton to be a crash out like he was last year.
Yeah, what happened to that guy? He just disappeared.
Yeah, I mean he's been making, but it's just so I would love it. If we could
thundering herd day would move
that
mountains
would just,
for Zach.
Oh yeah,
return the kickoff for Ali. Who knows?
Okay, can we also start to get into? Obviously, we talked about we got into the Ravens Bears matchup, but there's more shit going on with the Ravens than just today's game. And the Ravens are facing potential fines, loss of draft picks, and a mischaracterization of what's going on with Lamar Jackson. So can we dive into that?
That was exactly where I was going to go right after that. I was just going to say, hey, how you doing to the chat? A lot of people like iPhone better than Android. Brad?
We'll see.
We'll see about that. But there was another report that Pro Football Talk just put out today. Friend of the show, Mike Florio, and
yeah, he's pissed about this.
Yeah,
he's been going off.
But here's the article this morning, and we're just going to put up the headline here. That this is Pro Football Talk tweeted this out earlier today. Under the NFL's injury policy, the Ravens face fines, the loss of one or more draft picks, and even potential suspensions for the mischaracterization, as you just put, of Lamar Jackson's practice status on Friday. So if you're a football fan or a Ravens fan, and for some reason you have no idea what's happening, which I would be shocked, but that happens. Sometimes it's good to get off social media. Yeah. It's good to take a reset. Well, if you're coming back to this, I hate to inform you, it felt like Lamar Jackson was going to play after Friday's practice. Why? The Ravens listed Lamar as a full participant in practice. So you're going, the boys are back, Brad. The boys are back. Lamar's about to have a Jackson 5 on Sunday, and they're going to turn the season around.
Yep.
But then Saturday afternoon, early afternoon, right, Zach,
like
or late morning?
Yeah, like right at 12.
There's some tweets coming out initially, maybe in the morning, that go, clarity from Ian Rappaport, going, clarity, Lamar Jackson was running the scout team for the Ravens, not the first team offense. Then all of a sudden, you see a report get out there that the Ravens changed the practice status of Lamar and went from full participant to limited, and then in an instant, Lamar Jackson is ruled out for this ball game. And so a lot of people that put people in a frenzy for a lot of different reasons. To start with the football side. And this is the statement here from the Ravens. Lamar Jackson was present for and participated fully in all of our entire Friday practice ahead of Sunday's game against the Bears. Upon further evaluation today and after conferring with the league office, because Lamar didn't take starter reps in practice, we updated our report to reflect his practice participation. It's kind of an interesting wording there because here's still the reality. The wording of it still being full and then him not playing and not being
not even the
out.
wording. John Harbaugh told the press that he was a full participant in practice. And that's still up. That's still out there. Nobody's retracting that statement.
Yeah. And so the point is we don't know what the hell actually happened. I think that's the problem right now. When things are going wrong, what have we seen come out over the last week? What is Lamar's injury? Why is it so cryptic? Oh, the offense doesn't like Todd Monken anymore? Oh, there's a problem with Monken and the players. There's reports being put out there. They took out the pool tables and ping pong tables, Zach, in the locker room. The coaches did it. Wait a minute. No, the players did it. Everything comes out when things aren't going right. Everything comes out. But the biggest thing right now, and Brad, it feels like this situation doesn't have to be this difficult. And I think if it was from the start where it's Lamar's limited, he's questionable, we don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think we're even discussing. I think a lot of people would go, man, the hamstring's a lot worse than we think it is. But now people are going, well, is Lamar just saying he's not ready? Did he feel pressure?
Yeah. Something stinks. I'm not going to sit here and just continue to just like rip about and make some sort of fantasy about whatever conspiracy fans want to cook up, right? Like, oh, this is Harbaugh's doing, or no, this is Eric DeCosta's doing. They cheated. I think at best it's a mischaracterization. It's an oversight of some sort. At worst, it is what all the conspiracy theorists out there are saying. I think it's probably somewhere in the middle. Maybe it is the best case scenario, and then it was just an oversight. And I do think the Ravens are going to get penalized for this in some form or fashion. But if it is an oversight, this is just more of what's been going on for this season. It's just carelessness. It's just they're just not on their shit. I don't really understand what's going on. Or what I said, something in the middle. Maybe there's something going on internally between the relationship amongst the front office and coaches and players. And it seems to me, just from everything that we've been hearing, and now we don't know obviously what's 100% truth or not, but I'm just taking from everything that I know, from what I've seen, it feels like there is a serious problem between the relationship of the players and coaches in that locker room. Something's going on, because there wasn't really much of a difference between personnel of last year and this year, right? There was a couple changes, sure. But overall, the team's the same. Somehow, this is a completely different team. And the only way that you can surmise about what's going on is maybe there's a lot of pissed off and upset players, employees, whatever you want to call them, in that locker room that's causing this issue. Lamar not, whether he is hurt or whether he isn't. We've seen some other players, not have the same type of tenacity or motivation that we've seen in seasons past. So I just don't know what's going on, but it seems like there is something happening in that locker room that we're not privy to.
No. And it's always going to either never come out fully or it's going to come out when everything's all said and done.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing of this, Zach, is despite all of the issues, the Ravens still have an opportunity, unlike other teams that have been in the Ravens' position. You understand when a team's 1-5. That not many teams make the playoffs, let alone try to win a division, but just make the playoffs. And we saw last year, the Bengals got off to that brutal start. They battled back, and they finished strong. They did, but too little, too late. For the Ravens, with the roster that they have, and with what they are capable of, they can, with how it's aligning, they can make some noise. But the problem, I guess, what we're going to find out today, and I want to dive a little bit more to the Lamar situation, but without Lamar, I think the narrative for this team is, and even for the fan base, is that there's hopelessness when he doesn't play. Right? Lamar doesn't play. I haven't seen a fan base spiral more than the Ravens fans, and I understand. He's the best player when healthy in the world. And we can talk about the postseason all you want. That's fine. I'm not saying the clutchest. Over the regular season, over the last X amount of years, Lamar Jackson has been the best player in the world.
Yeah.
Last year, regular season, best player in the world. Unbelievable. But when he doesn't play, the Ravens don't have that swagger. And I'm going to throw out another team because teams don't have quarterbacks. And again, the Bengals literally picked Joe Flacco up.
No, they traded for him.
They traded for him and said, hey, Cleveland, you wanted to bench this guy, which is fine. Go younger, quarterback, all that. And everyone thought Joe's going to have a turnover problem. You know, he'll throw a deep ball here and there. And what's he do? He puts on he
throws for 400 yards.
And they beat the Steelers. And now everyone's going, whoa, the Bengals. They rallied without Joe Burrow. The Green Bay Packers, if you guys remember last year, Jordan Love got hurt in that first game in Brazil.
Yeah.
The Eagles won that game. The Packers lost. And they're like, Jordan Love's going to miss the next 2 games, which he did. You know what the Packers' record was with Malik Willis, who people wasn't sure could be a starting quarterback? And still aren't sure? They won both those games. So the Ravens have to be able to win, Zach, 1 game. If Lamar's out, if any of their stars out, they have to find a way without him, because I think that's probably this infrastructural issue is Lamar's being looked at as a savior.
Yeah.
And of course your best players have to lead you. I'm not going to say they don't, but is Lamar the only great player that the Ravens have? No. Do they not have other guys that can help win these games until he comes back?
That's the thing is, obviously, you look at the Texans game, just an absolute shit show. That everyone and their mother was injured. I mean, that they were rolling out guys on defense and offense that
nobody had ever heard of.
Yeah, like, you know, that I understand. Got some guys back against the Rams, put up a better fight. But there is no excuse now. You're coming off a bye week. You had 2 weeks to prepare. Everyone's healthy besides Lamar Jackson. Everyone was full participant. No game day designation. This is Lamar Jackson, obviously, is what makes this team go, but you can't rely on him to save you if you're 1-6, if you're 1-7. So, yeah, the matter of fact is people, it seems like years ago, but it was 9 weeks, 10 weeks ago, the Ravens on paper were the best damn team in all of the National Football League. The Ravens were this all-pro stack team. There's all pros at every position. There's, you know, all these guys, the talent on paper is through the roof. We've never seen a team like this. Well, it's time to fucking play like it. Like, it's a matter of fact, like, they want to talk about, you know, on paper that, oh, this team was so good, and it's not just Lamar. Remember, it was, you know, last year it was without Lamar Jackson, you know, because of Derrick Henry, and then the Ravens still would have made the playoffs and all that crap. Like, This team has to go out there and prove that they can win a game without Lamar Jackson, because they haven't yet this season. They look awful without Lamar, and honestly, they didn't look great at times with Lamar. They looked stagnant. They looked like a defeated team, especially, you know, at the end of that Lions game, at the beginning of that Chiefs game. So if they're going to turn it around, like, it's now or never. Like, it's week 8, 9, it's now or never.
Yeah, and here's the cool thing. Hey, you know, glass half full here. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Zach, catch this bird. Oh, there we go. That was a good catch. We need some of those.
I try.
We need some of those. You know, they say in the Jets, that's what Woody Johnson's looking for, completing the pass. which that quarterback, Justin Fields, is starting today, by the way. We'll get into that in a little bit. But unlike what we just saw with baseball, when your team deals with high expectations, where that's the one common thing. Ravens, Orioles, since we're in Baltimore, they were expected to be very good. They were expected, even with their flaws that they had, and the Ravens didn't seem like they had many. The Orioles, we knew there were some pitching and worried about what would happen, but you thought the offense was going to be really good this year, right? They struggled. The adversity. And it just spiraled for a long time. And then they overall down the stretch, if you look at when Brandon Hyde was fired and after that week after he was fired, they played solid baseball down the stretch, but you can't be 12, 13, 14 18 games, whatever the lowest they got under 500. You can't get to that level and make the comeback. It's daunting. The Ravens, same situation. You're losing some games you thought you could win, and now you're in this position right now and you're frustrated. But unlike with the Orioles and with baseball, the Ravens had a week to sit. Like in baseball, when things aren't going right and shit hits the fan, like that was the hardest thing. And Clint Hurdle, former manager of the Pirates, the Rockies, friend of the show, friend of the program, I asked him, what's the hardest thing when you're struggling? And that is when you play, that you come and show up fresh the next day when things aren't going right. And it's a lot harder, in my opinion, with the baseball side when it's you have to show up the next day and say you lost and you're losing constantly, and you got to keep facing it like that. Football, the guys got a chance to get away for a couple days, a week. Be like, all right, let me just take a step back. So I'm praying that the bye not only came at the right time to get guys healthy physically, but mentally, if they're able to just take this step back, and we see that to start off this game, then something special can really happen. And here's for all the people that want the change and all of this, we're either going to see the greatest story for the Baltimore Ravens in the second half of the season, where people are going to look back and they're going to write a Netflix docu-series on this, and it'll be an unbelievable tale, or the Ravens are going to make a lot of changes. But for right now, we don't know. But we're going to find out in about an hour and 49 minutes when the Ravens and Bears kick off here at the Bank as Baltimore tries to get their second win of the season. The Bears try to win their fifth in a row, and it should be a fantastic fall day. Guys, it actually feels like fall here in Baltimore right now. And I mean, you've been
I wish it was raining.
Okay.
I'm just talking strictly for the game.
Yeah.
I'm just like
force some turnovers.
Yeah, like I need to get that ball slippery. Like I want, and I've said it a million times, I just want an ugly game that they come out with. I don't care about stats. I don't care about anything. Just find a way to get the ball in the end zone. Don't give it to the other team, and just find a turnover. Find a single turnover. That's all I ask. Find a singular turnover.
Yeah.
Singular.
Yeah.
Just or two.
Or three. I will say this: find a turnover, don't turn it over.
Yeah.
If they don't turn the ball over, hey buddy, I'll be happy. Yeah, you see, you opened up some comments in the section about the weather. You know, I just thought positive was feeling good, and now Brooks is taking it to a whole different level. But you know what? I expect nothing less from our channel members, which we will be having our channel members calling in here in just a few minutes. We want to get that up and running. So if you're a Rips Better kid, you can join in the conversation. Let us know how you're feeling as the Ravens get ready to take on the Chicago Bears at 1 p.m. Eastern time here in Baltimore. So we'll open that, Brad, in 2 minutes?
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I think should we get our best bets in right now?
Let's do it.
Why don't we take a quick trip up to our friends at Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races and West Virginia. Beautiful. Not bad. Not bad. Could be better. And you know what? It could be better for you if one of these best bets hit. So why don't we get to our best bets of the weekend of this Sunday? And Brad, since you mentioned it earlier, I got to start with you.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, first touchdown of the game.
Yep.
You're going there, and you know what? We need that boldness from you. When it went well, the Ravens won.
Well, except for my Mark Andrews pick.
Except for the Mark Andrews one, but you know what? I erased that from my mind because it's all positive. All I remember is Zay Flowers' odds to have over 100 yards or 120 was like plus 400. And then he went for 157.
I nailed that shit.
Nailed it.
And I nailed almost every bet after that last year. But look, this year's a different year. I will say Derrick Henry scores the first touchdown of the game. Why? Because of what we talked about earlier. The Bears have given up 142 yards per game this season. And, oh, yeah, by the way, Hall of Famer Derrick Henry is playing, and he woke up today ready to eat. So I think that we're going to see a healthy dose of Derrick Henry. And in that first drive, he scores the first touchdown of the game.
And that would be plus 330 odds. Derrick Henry, first tutty of the game. Zach, you got the win last week.
Yeah, well, now and that's everyone else won Ravens. So now here I'm just sitting with the casual James Cook over 71 and a half yards.
That's fine.
You know.
I'll go over my that offense. Say what you want. I get it. Josh Allen's pretty good at football. That offense goes as James Cook goes. If they don't get him going, they lose football games. Simple as that. That running game is the most important. They do not have weapons at the wide receiver position. If they rely on their receiving core and stuff, we've seen it the past 2 weeks. It's gotten ugly. They need James Cook to establish the run against the Carolina Panthers team that's feeling a little confident. No Bryce Young today. I think Bills need to win. Establish the run game. James Cook, I'm feeling good about this. I think he's gone over in every game, even though he hasn't looked too great the past two. So James Cook over 71 and a half rushing yards. Lock it in.
They're cooking when James Cook has got the ball in his hands. He's cooking, and you ever go to an apartment building and ask, what are they cooking? And then it's that plus crap. No chance you get that quote. It's Austin Powers. It's gold member, but it's okay. We'll work on that. Kevin got an Austin Powers reference the other day with my mom. Well, we had to give him a hint, but then he just guessed one of the movies.
Yeah.
That's it. What movie is that?
Austin Powers.
No.
Nope.
Damn it.
No.
Thought you were setting me up there.
It's Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers.
That's it. Come on.
Boom. First
try, second try, third try. I got Mark Andrews, as you saw in that graphic, over 25 and a half yards. His number's really low. Obviously, the Ravens haven't had that success recently throwing the football, and Mark Andrews' numbers have been low as a, direct correlation of that. However, I always feel when a backup quarterback's in there, who's his best friend? His best friend's the tight end for receivers. Mark Andrews, I believe, will get a couple opportunities to go out there and have some success. The odds are at plus 104, so it's plus money. And it's National Tight Ends Day. I wanted to put Mark Andrews gets in the end zone here. But you know what? It's the best bet. I'm going to take Mark Andrews over 25 and a half yards today against the Chicago Bears. Well, I heard the zoom in, and shout out to our friends up at Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races in West Virginia. Okay. Pretty good. Not bad. Well, I heard the boop. I heard the boop from behind the screen. So that means our call-ins have started. If you want to get in on the action, click that join button if you're not a Rips Better kid, because this is just for our better kids. We want to hear what you, the audience out there, is thinking about today's game. And we already know we got one. The more you know, down in Arkansas, Mr. Joe. Joe.
What's going on?
What's going on, man? Hey, I see you're changing up too. No giant inflatable.
It's pouring.
Good. But you know what? It's
a
beautiful Sunday, Joe.
It slowed down. The rain slowed down now, but it is extremely wet outside. And last night I ate shit on the tile after coming.
Oh, I did the same thing yesterday.
Walking the dogs.
Yeah.
The flip-flop was a little slick.
Oh, no.
And down goes Joe in the kitchen.
No.
We're not going outside right now. The knee's a little bruised. I'll live.
Yeah.
What would we list you on the injury report as? Questionable?
Questionable, yeah.
Okay.
Or I'll be good. I'll be good for breakfast. Maybe change some status by dinner time now.
There you go.
That's good. And you fell, Brad?
Yeah, I ate shit too. I was doing my knocking yesterday.
Yeah.
Walked up somebody's steps and bloop, busted my hip. I'll show you the bruise. It's about time.
Yeah.
It looks like I got hit by a baseball.
So we didn't, and he's not even on the injury report today, Joe.
Nope.
We didn't even know, but it wasn't reported. We might get fined.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, how about that?
It does look like I got beamed by a baseball.
Now I kind of want to see, but I don't want to see at the same time. Like, where on the leg is it?
Like upper thigh.
Yeah, maybe not.
Are we?
Hold on. We've all seen each other pretty much naked. I've seen your bare ass. Like, This is not that bad.
I just was curious about the. You know what? This is for a different time. This might be for Rip After Dark. Joe, Ravens. Joe, Ravens.
You just talked about it being National Tight Ends Day, and now we're talking about your bare ass. So
yeah,
I don't know. Talk about questionable.
Talk about a tight end.
I'm just saying he was trying to be uncomfortable about seeing my hip bone.
No, when you said your upper thigh, that reminds me of even Couples Retreat where they said, "Where do you carry the most tension?" He's like, "Well, I carry a lot of tension in my upper thighs." It's like, well, then we'll get to your upper. You know what? I'm getting off track here.
Yeah.
Couples Retreat, great movie. Zach, have you seen it? No. Okay. Joe, Ravens. Give me your thoughts real quickly.
I'm not very confident today.
Joe.
I don't have a lot of confidence in Snoop saving the season, but let's go out there and fight. I mean, I changed my pick. I did have them. I did pick the Ravens but I changed my pick to the Bears because got to make up some ground in the Pick'em League a little bit. So we'll see.
Okay.
Hey.
But
that's how I feel about that.
Hopefully, I'm wrong. I'd love to be wrong.
I would love for you to be wrong too, Joe.
I'm not very confident.
Feeling here.
I don't understand the whole saga there. And if they lose a draft pick, that's going to make EDC lose his mind. Harbaugh might just actually get fired as soon as they announce they take a draft pick away because that's like his children.
Well, so hold on. So I'm actually curious about this. Does anybody know who makes these designations? Is it on the coach or is it who does that?
I don't think it's solely on the coaching staff. I think it's a combined effort.
That's what I thought.
It's a combined effort on that
because they get with doctors and all that stuff too, right?
Yes, there's a combined effort here where. John though is the captain of this whole thing, right?
For sure,
he's the head coach. So, but yeah, it's never just solely one person.
Look, it'd be like in business when the CEO or the boss makes a bad decision, the man at the bottom of the totem pole is always the one that gets the axe. So if they lose a draft pick, it's going to fall down on Harbaugh for making that.
Well, I mean, Adit says it. Sarah Ellison says it's the PR department, and I trust Sarah on that one. So what is that Chad Steele? That department?
I just think it's a combination. Even if it's coming from one department, right? The PR is the one that's putting out the report.
Yeah.
There's so many intertwinings that I just feel they had to be given information.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. The PR department definitely could be a part of this, and they're trying to protect. But just like when we talk about with any news that comes out in sports, they are getting information from somewhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So the reality is we don't freaking know. But if they don't win today, then we're going to find out a lot more that we hope that we would or wouldn't, depending on your outlook for the team. But I want to see the Ravens win today. But we got a few more people, chefs in the kitchen today, cooks in the kitchen, chefs in the kitchen.
Yeah,
same thing. Tomato. Any last word, Joe, before I let you go? Besides Pat Ricard, anytime touchdown.
They had outhouse races in Mountain View, Arkansas yesterday.
Sweet.
National outhouse races.
So you're running on top of the outhouse?
No, it's like a cart, like a go-kart. They built
a motorized outhouse.
Yeah, basically. Okay. It's built around, and they had a bean cooking championship and outhouse races.
Interesting.
Okay. Well, now I'm going to look that up, and I'm going to contemplate what I'm going to be doing my next free weekend.
Yeah.
But Joe, appreciate you, man.
We got something cooking on Thursday on Gary Williams' show, so y'all should tune in to see what Brian's got cooking up.
Oh, boy. Oh, okay. Sugar. I got to check in on that. All right, Joe. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. The more you know with Joe.
Audio was rough. I had to get that.
No, I did. I thought it was just my ear.
No, just kept hearing ourselves talk, and it was on his.
Oh, okay. Well, who do we got next? Then, Alex? I know we got a few call-ins we got to get to. The Martin.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
No, come here.
Uh-oh.
We got a special guest today.
Here we go.
Can you say hi?
You say hello. I have the bowl. Say hello.
We're almost 15 months at this point.
That's
go.
amazing.
Yeah, she's a nut. Crawling around, almost walking.
Oh, yeah.
There she goes.
Yep. Oh, guys, I want to put my personal thoughts about the whole practice injury report situation to the side. Huntley's beaten the Bears before. He has basically a full cast with him. I want to believe he can do it again. And then from there, it's Miami, which everyone here on this call, I feel like collectively could beat them.
Yeah.
So
She agrees.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I want to be optimistic. I don't know.
Well, here's the let's keep the optimism because you brought up that Huntley did beat the Bears. I was at that game in Chicago. Rachel, my sister, met me from Colorado. Her and Cam met me over there. Talk about one of the ugliest games that you could have watched. Zach, you would have really enjoyed it then because that's what you won today, the ugliest game.
Yes.
And it was ugly. And then Tyler Huntley at the end, they found a way, and it was one of the coolest, euphoric moments, at least for what it was at that time. Like, oh my goodness, the Ravens scored at the end. We thought all hope was lost. You're right. Like, he's got a victory there. And the thing with Huntley, like, he's had moments throughout where you go, it's right there. He's had some performances. If you remember that Packers game a few years ago where he was going toe-to-toe with Rodgers. He's going toe-to-toe with Rodgers, and the Ravens went for 2 a lot, and they didn't convert on any of them because the 2-point conversion play for the Ravens, they need to change it. Yeah, it's the same play every year, and it doesn't work. And then the Bengals game in the playoffs. Everyone remembers the tush reach, which, that got vetoed from being used again. But they were on the doorstep with them. So I think it'd be even a huge thing for Huntley.
Oh, yeah.
Good over the hump, win a big game. I believe in the squad. I believe.
Yeah.
I believe.
Look, let me ask you.
The Giants, too.
Oh, thank you. Someone has to.
You guys did it.
We've done it. Yeah, we beat the Eagles once this year. My thoughts on it are
not doing it twice this year.
The Giants pulled a Ravens week 1, big lead in the fourth quarter. That even worse.
Yeah.
So. But
we don't talk about last week. It's fine.
Jackson Dart looks great.
He does.
Really
today would just like
Scatterboo.
I just want to get a win today to say that we won as many games as we did last year because it's week 8 and we've yet to do that.
There you go.
Thank you.
We're hoping. Well, final words that you guys have before we let you go. You got a couple more.
Say go Ravens, go Giants.
Hey.
Yep.
Say yay.
I heard it.
Oh yeah. She's all over the place.
Hey, we love that.
Yeah.
You know what? I can relate to that. I feel all over the place constantly.
That's because
I'm just not as adorable. That's the so.
I beg to differ.
Oh, there it is. That's what I needed this Sunday.
He's a married man.
I need to get my head. I need to have a bigger head than it already is. But guys, the Martins, appreciate you guys. All right. Enjoy your
guys.
Sunday. Hopefully all of our teams get the victory. That's the goal.
Hey, why is so like
good people?
Kids
good
fart,
people.
It's cute, but when adults fart, it's not. It's still funny, just not as cute.
I told you that time I farted in class in high school and got kicked out.
No, you didn't tell me about that.
That was tough. Teacher thought the other kid that did it was funny. I did it. I fell asleep. Mine's even worse.
You fell asleep and farted in your sleep?
And I woke myself up.
Drake London was just ruled out.
Oh, damn. Why?
Hip injury that he just got.
He just got?
Yeah, it was reported, I think, earlier today.
No, he got they deemed him questionable on Saturday.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it was something the past day or so.
Awesome.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's actually big.
Check your fantasy lineups.
Yeah.
You Magoo.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, that was tough. That's tough for the program. Oh, now I got to figure out
Bipocalypse too.
All right, up next,
Well, we got our next call in.
We got Laura.
Laura, what's going on?
Hello.
Hi.
Happy Sunday.
Is it a happy Sunday? Will it be a happy Sunday right about 3:30 or so?
I'm hoping so.
Yes.
Okay, we are hoping so. That's right. We said we were going to be positive, right? I'm with Kieran. We're
positivity today. Here we are.
getting rid of the negativity. We're going to be positive today. I am positive that Snoop Hundley has got us. The D is going to respond. We're going to protect the Rock.
Yes.
And we're going to get this win today. Yeah!
Positive affirmation, right? It's like
Correct.
they say you got to put it out in the atmosphere. You want it to happen, you just got to say it. So Hundley's going to play well.
Yeah.
He's going to throw the rock around. He's going to make some plays. Defense is going to give their best performance and turn over free football. Like, honestly, say it out loud, the Ravens should win this game. If that happens, the Ravens win this game. They will win.
Yep.
If they do all those things.
Now Alexa's getting in on the action.
That's right. It's going to be a positive. We're going to win this game.
Take notes, Zach.
We know that the Bears have scored at least 21 points, so I'm going to say it is going to be 34-21.
Okay. 2-score game.
That's my prediction.
That would be neat.
I would love that.
That'd be a really fun Sunday.
Yeah.
Be a really fun, energetic Sunday.
I'm not necessarily putting money on that, but 34-21. I'm going to put money on the Ravens to win, obviously, but what's the spread? I don't even know what the spread is. I haven't even checked yet this morning.
2.5, 1.5.
Depends on where you're looking.
So basically just home field advantage.
Yeah. Zach put the mortgage on.
Yeah, we got that. Okay, so maybe it's 24-21. Maybe. I mean, but we got that.
Any way to win. If that means Tyler Luke's going to hit a game winner, if that means Nick Moore has to make a game-winning tackle on special teams, whatever it takes.
A win is a win.
A win is a win. That's
what we're taking. The only other thing I had is, when are we going to get the male grooming sponsor for you guys? Something for a little beard oil for Brad.
Yeah, I know. It's a great point.
We gotta find somebody to actually talk to. That's the hard part.
I got somebody y'all can talk to.
Yeah, hook us up.
Okay. Get you some beard oil, the groom. I mean, Brad's hiding his glorious moss today.
I got it. You got good hair. Okay, we got it.
Ryan, you have good hair in its own way.
In its own way. What's left of it?
There is more hair that's left of it. I never had the poofiness of hair. When I had long hair,
we have proof that you did.
No, when I had the long hair, it was I wouldn't say it was majestic, it was
but it was
yeah, it was longer, all right. But you know what? I like to say I had to be more professional.
Correct.
More groomed. So I can't be as rugged.
But you like to do the 5 o'clock shadows sometimes, Ryan, so we can, do a little something with that.
Jamie hates the beard.
She does.
Hates.
Oh, does she?
It's so crazy because it looks so good on you.
I might pull a mustache off too. Bring that on back.
A mustache or a porn stash?
Yes.
Well, Zach does the porn
stuff. Exactly.
The stash for. I went through that phase last year when I was trying to grow out the mustache because my friend had a wedding. I wanted to have the best mustache there.
It was working.
Yeah, I had a massive mustache.
No, you did a great job. Now I'm debating. The last time I had a mustache was 2019, Wilmington, Delaware. The Frederick Keys were on a bender of a losing streak. I was one for my last 37. And I'm like, something's got to change. And that's when I went out in public with a mustache. Hide your wife, hide your kids. And I was on a wanted poster. But you know what? It worked.
I mean, this is the perfect time to do it in the winter. It keeps your face warm.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to make that point.
No shave November's coming up.
It might be that. It might be that. Well, Laura, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we're going to work on finding our grooming partner so Brad can continue to look great.
I'll message you, Brad. I'll message you the guy that I know.
Perfect.
Awesome.
That'd be amazing. Laura, appreciate you. Enjoy your Sunday, and we'll talk to you soon, all right?
Always a pleasure, guys. Talk to you later.
Thanks,
Go
Laura.
Ravens, baby. Look at that. You know what I was – Brad, yeah, I don't have as much hair as I used to.
Why is it like also, I mean, look, I'm the oldest one here, so I'm the one's getting old. Losing hair in some places, and I am losing some of my hair. And it comes out in other places. Like the ear hair, as you get closer to 40, is
I'll take ear hair if it's more hair.
If I don't take care of my ear hair, I could break that shit. Could braid it.
Now you learn a lot here on the Ryan Ripken
it's
show.
White, like what I thought puberty was over with, but no, it just goes on for the rest of your life, pretty much.
There are different phases.
There are hairs that I find throughout all my body where I'm like, how did that grow there? I had one on my shoulder the other day.
The nose hair starts to get wild. I got like weird black hairs that come out of the top of my nose.
Have you ever? I've always seen the ones that talked about waxing, and you're like, oh, you can just get that waxed. No chance in hell.
Hell no.
I mean, Zach, please tell me you've seen Steve Carell in The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yes.
Oh, getting
getting waxed.
Yeah.
Like
Kelly Clarkson.
And he did that legit.
That
wasn't a fake.
Involved.
There was no acting. That was true. This hurts. It's awful. Maybe we should, you know what? We got to 100,000 subscribers. Maybe we have Rocco do that. But he has enough. Does he have enough?
No. I think out of all of us, you're the only one you're the one that's got the most chest hair.
Yeah. Oh, that hurt. That would hurt. Oh my god.
Mine grows in patches. Like I just shave it because it's like it looks ridiculous.
We're not full Wolverine like Steve Carell was going with.
No.
There. So we will see. But you know what we'll also see, guys? If the Baltimore Ravens can get the victory, the Ravens, no Lamar Jackson, Tyler Huntley starting. They're trying to get their second win of the season. If they don't get their second win of the season, well, then tomorrow, later this evening, is going to be rough in Baltimore. And a lot of the questions are going to shift from, well, what could have been in 2025 to what is going to be for this Ravens team going into next year. That's how important this game is. But we're keeping the vibes high. And if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. We're under an hour and a half till kickoff. And I think that's all we got for you today. We're going to do a check-in after the game, Zach, right?
Yep.
And maybe we'll try the vertical lives or the regular, however you want to do it. We don't know yet.
That's a good vertical live.
That might be a good vertical live so I can get the Zooms going again.
Yeah.
For other reasons too, but yes, for the Zooms as well would be. I think vertical live post-game, like immediate could be the vibe.
I like it.
Zooms. All right. Well, hey, Brad, let's cue that music. Get on out of here. As always here at the Ryan Ripken Show, we appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for getting up with us this Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a day, have a night. Go Ravens. Keep those smiles. Keep that positive attitude, and hopefully we'll get another victory in the column for the Baltimore Ravens. That's good. Oh, you got Kyle. You got two birds.